Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. For those who don't know me, my name is Kezia or Kaz. I like all things makeup and beauty. Today or tonight as I'm filming, it's Tuesday night, I am going to be doing a full face of makeup, different things, things that I used in my last video, just discussing them more in depth, and I'm thinking of doing a nice corally orangey peachy look on my eyes tonight. I really fancy using my blends and my my Sample Beauty palette, see what kind of look I can come. I haven't actually planned a look, but let's just see. I've already primed with my Prep and Perfect primer from Primark, but I'm going to put a bit more on. I really want to get this stuff used up, and I love this stuff because my makeup just sits on it beautifully. Really love this stuff, and I am using artificial light, and I am using some of my my little stick-on lights. I was going to film during the day, but to be honest, I haven't been motivated. I wasn't going to film tonight, but I thought I'm going to have to because I haven't. Next, I'm going to go in with this oil. It is the Lacura body shimmer oil that can be used on my face and on my body, and I'm going to just put this on because I love a dewy base, and I love it when my face feels nice and not so much oily but nice and dewy. And I think this stuff is amazing. It's been neglected. It's been in my collection again. It's been neglected. I'm quite disappointed, but there we go. So yeah, and that is on. It's such a good one, this. I don't know if Aldi do their eyeshadow palettes anymore. You know the palettes that they're duped of the Urban Decays. I can't see any, but I would love to get the Nectar one, which was a dupe of the Honey palette from Urban Decay. Anyway, I've gone in. Sorry, I haven't showed you. It is my Natural Collection Hydration and Radiance foundation, and I've just put some on my beauty blender, and I'm just putting this all over my face. There's people screaming in the street. They really need to shut up. Just going to quickly put this on, and a little bit of this goes a long way, and it is very yellowy based, quite, sorry, I'm going to shut my window. Sorry, quite yellowy based, but I prefer that. Even though I'm a pink toned, I prefer to have a yellow toned foundation. That's just my preference. And again, I like using my beauty blender, but sometimes I like to go in with my hands. So that's what I'm going to do. Now I just want to have a nice light coverage because it doesn't need to be full on. I'm not going anywhere. As I say, it's Tuesday night. Not going anywhere at all. So just doing a nice light base. So I'm going to just quickly shut the lid. So yeah, I think that looks alright. I'm just going to quickly put some on my eyes when I do my eye look. Next, I'm actually going to go into my eyes, and for that I said I was going to use my Blends palette, which is one of my Project Panning palettes, and I'm going to use my Sample Beauty palette. And as I said I was going to do like a little peachy brownie sort of a look. Again, nothing too extensive. And I'm thinking of going in with this shade here, which is one of my favourite shades. I haven't used it once this year, but I'm going to go into it now. It's called Biscuit. And as you can see, it's already been project panned. Wasn't an intentional project pan, but I used it so much last year that it got project panned. So I'm just going in with that shade. It's going on a bit patchy, but I can always sort it out. I hope everyone's had a really nice day. It's been hot again. It started off being a bit cool this morning. Quite cool. But then it turned out really hot. I've got a bit sunburned even when I was covered up, which was very strange. But I just know now not to mess in the sun. Next, I'm going to go into that shade. It's called Natalie, which is like a shimmery, reddy, maroony kind of colour. And I'm just going to go all over what I've just done. And I'm going to do what I've just done on the other eye. And I hate doing my makeup on this eye because it never looks as good as it does on this eye. And going back into that Natalie shade, which is absolutely stunning. Obviously the birds are still singing, as you can probably hear them. But it's nice to know that we've finally got the, well, as I'm filming this it's dark outside, but this time next month it'll be still light. At this time it is currently 20 to 9 at night and it's dark, so hopefully I'll be able to film more on the evenings. I'm more of a night owl when it comes to doing things. Like when it's hot I just want to be like outside, or I don't want to be like inside if it's a nice day. But yeah, I'm next going to go into this shade Painter, which has also been panned, and I absolutely love this shade. So I'm going to put this on top of what I've just done. Because that Natalie shade and the Painter shade go really well together. But yeah, I think when it comes to me doing makeup, I'm going to bring these a bit closer if I can. Because I've actually got these resting on books because I don't have a camera stand or a phone stand. But that's tripod, I think that's the word. But that's fine. I don't need to have all the equipment to do a video. Next, I'm gonna go back into that Martini shade. I'm gonna go into that Martini shade and that Natalie shade, and I'm just gonna put them both together. See what look I can come out with. Again, not planned. And this is how we're looking so far. I think those colours are blended in nicely. And I hope you are all doing okay. Looking forward to summer. I know I am. But yeah, I think, you know, this time of the year I really enjoy it, but I just feel like, apart from like a few events, there's nothing really in summer that are happening. And now I'm going into my boutique phase. You know the drill by now. This is what I use. I've also got a new palette out. Well, it's not new, it's been in my wardrobe for a while. I got it last year, and I use that for the highlighters because it's like a highlight and blush and eyeshadow palette. I'll show you it in a second because I'm going to use some highlighters. I'm also going to go back into my eyes in a minute. I just want to get my base done. And as you know, guys, I still don't blush. I get a bit frightened with blush since my childhood. The backstory is that one day I got a makeup set, like when I was a kid, like kids makeup, and I decided to put all of the blush on my face, so my face was just red. And honestly, like, it took me mum ages to get it off my face. I used to love kids makeup. It had a nostalgic smell, and I've still got it. I used to absolutely love it. But yeah, it's not what it used to be. But yeah, it's fine. It happens. And that is my base. Again, quite light. And the palette I'm going to use now is the one with the highlighters in. It's from my Magic Pro. As you can see, it's got the blushes, the bronzers, and the blush and the highlighters. And I'm going to use this highlighter here, which is the end one, in the shade Graceful, and I'm going to mix it with Distinctive, which is this one, and this just goes on my face really nicely. It's so good, really good, guys. I would actually recommend that palette. I like it because it's like similar to the BPerfect XL Pro. It's quite similar, and I got rid of all my BPerfect Cosmetics makeup because of the drama with the whole thing with James Charles. I haven't heard any more about that. I don't know when it was supposed to happen. But I don't agree with the brand anymore. But I loved BPerfect as a brand, and one of my favourite palettes last year was from BPerfect. It was the Lord China Taboo palette. I really loved that. But obviously, I will not support a brand that, if they have to make money to support bad people just to make money, then yeah, they can lose my money. And to be fair, when I look at my collection now, I've got other makeup palettes that I prefer now more. Like, there's makeup palettes that I've got that I really need to start using. So I'm going to start rotating my eyeshadows. Still do me Project Pans, guys, but yeah. I think it's like really important as well, like, because basically I don't want my makeup to look like it's never been used, but at the minute I'm just not, what's the word, I'm just not motivated to use makeup at the minute. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, like I've had a day when I've just not wanted to film or do my makeup. I even went to work the other day without makeup on, and I got questioned on it, and I just said, well, I don't see the issue, because sometimes I just feel like I just cannot be bothered. I just cannot be arsed. And I just wanted to go to work, do my job, go home, have a bath, without having to like spend ages taking it off. But yeah, people just think it's weird when I don't go to work without makeup on, because normally I'm like, got my makeup on. But when it comes to the summer months, I'll probably have light coverages, nothing too drastic. I never wear colourful makeup for work, like eyeshadow and stuff. I mean, I did wear red one time and people thought I had an eye infection. It was really funny. And I'm just going to quickly dab some more foundation in, just so I don't look like a disco ball. And I'm going to get, my makeup's actually in a bag at the minute because I'm currently washing my makeup bag that I normally have my makeup in. And I'm going to do my brows on camera. And it's the MUA Brow Define. I love MUA makeup. One of my favourite brands is MUA, as well as P. Louise, but I think it's because it's just so affordable and it's easy to access. I actually went and had a look in town a few weeks ago, because in Newcastle we've got a Sephora store in Eldon Square now, and I've seen a makeup palette. I can't remember what the brand was called. I know what it is, I just don't want to butcher the name. And it was £140. And I thought, flippin' heck, no. And I remembered I was on a makeup no buy, so I was like, okay. But yeah, I think I like drugstore makeup more than high end, to be honest. Because I just think, yeah, it just depends how they're made and things. But again, some high end brands test on animals. And I know that I used to love Estee Lauder, but they test on animals. Anything under L'Oreal. And then basically, I used to use, I still use Rimmel, but then they've just turned cruelty free. So I've started buying that brand again. I love Rimmel. Maybelline's another one that tests on animals. Max Factor, Revlon, Benefit. Used to use a lot of Benefit. I used to wear Clinique. Now Clinique, guys, was expensive for its skincare, but it was good skincare because I used to have really bad acne. And then when I found out they test on animals, I had to try and find alternatives. And then I went into Superdrug, and I used to work in Superdrug, and I found alternatives, and I bought a soap that did exactly the same thing as the Clinique's one. However, the Clinique soap that I used to get was £41. The one I got from Superdrug, it was their range, it was £4. So I'm kind of like, sometimes it's good to be cheaper. And you know what? I think brands can be really greedy. And as I say, I absolutely loved Clinique. I used to love going to Boots in Newcastle and getting me consultation. And the girls at Superdrug be like, oh, she's back to keep us in business. And I asked the girls on the desk, it's funny because I knew I had spent a lot. And they told us that from 2 years, I had spent 1,300 on Clinique products, and that was just mainly skincare. And do you know what? I used to change up my skincare. They used to take you in, sit you down, and they used to ask questions about your skin, what it's like in summer, what it's like in winter. And I used to get the freebie when you got like products, you got like a free bag with stuff in, and I used to love that. It was like me treat. But yeah, hey ho, Clinique's another one I don't use because I only wear cruelty-free makeup, as I've mentioned before. So yeah, what else? I just think brands that test on animals or are okay with testing on animals, I think it's disgusting, absolutely vile. It really angers me. Sorry guys, I'm just going through my bag. I can't find a lipstick. In fact, I'm going to try this. And I'm going to see what it's like on top of it because I want to give this product another try. So I'm going to put this on my eyes. And I might put it on my lips as well because it's fine for lips and eyes. I'm also going to tell you now, I am really, really excited for my next project pan update. I have got a few little, well, I'm going to say, I haven't got rollout, but I have got some new things that I've been doing with my palette, and I've been using my palette in my spare time. Haven't uploaded looks to social media or anything, but I have really, really worked on my palette, and I'm looking forward to using more palettes. In the winter, I'm going to find it easier. I don't do a lot of colourful looks in the winter, but I might really stretch myself out and see if I can do it. And I think when I said that these kind of liquid eyeshadows made my eyes water and made my eyes sting, I got rid of my e.l.f. ones because they were the ones that really hurt my eyes. So I think it was e.l.f.'s. So I think these are fine. These are actually comfortable on my eyes. And they're going on really well. I know I put shimmer underneath, but I wanted to try this out. I'm also feeling quite proud of myself because as I keep saying, I've still not bought another palette, even though the other day I was tempted. I'm still just not seeing anything online. Like, I see a lot of people that talk about new like eye stuff or face stuff, and I'm just like, I'm not bothered. And this stuff can be used on lips, so I also feel as well, guys, I should really mention that anything I say on my channel is just my opinion. And I know the other day I did a rant about comments that have been made, but since that video I've had a lot of love, I've had a lot of subscribers, and I just want to say thank you for your support, guys, because it means everything to us. Because, you know, I do this as a hobby, as I've said so many times, but I always tell people that I've got a YouTube channel and people are just like, well, that's good, do you get paid for it? You should get paid for it. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, it might come in time, but I think you've got to have a certain amount of subscribers. Maybe that'll happen, maybe it'll not, I don't know. But do you know what, guys? It doesn't really matter. I really enjoy filming. Obviously, my brows aren't perfect either, but you know what? It's the end of the day. I decided to keep my hair out as well. It's been washed. It's just my natural curls. Haven't put anything on it. And this is the final look. I'll bring this further in. This is the final look on my eyes, guys. As you can see, it's nice and neutral. I like these kind of looks. This is the base. I have got my lights in front of us, so the light might not be good. Again, I just wanted to film, get some filming done. I hope you have a good rest of the day, and I'll see you in the next one. If you please want to like and subscribe, that'll be brilliant, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.